Hello, hello, everyone. This is our monthly quantum meditation with the Humankind Center. So grateful to be here. So grateful for us all to gather during these times and sit with intention and prayer and sit with purpose. These meditations really bring us to a whole present state where we get to remember who we are, the essence of our being, the essence of our heart, the essence of our purpose. Especially nowadays, with everything that is going on in the world, we want to hold this strong, peaceful, warrior-like, loving and kind frequency so it can ripple out into the world, into our families and communities, and furthermore. And I really envision this meditation to be a doorway for greater healing. And I really do believe that we all have the capacity within ourselves to heal ourselves and others. And that our being on this human body is extremely intelligent, extremely capable when we know how to harness the tools that are available to us. So thank you all so much for joining today. This is the second live here at the Humankind Center. And I really love the feedback of the first one and how these meditation can touch and really help people to remember of their potential. What if we imagine for a moment a world where everyone is embodied in their truth? And as being embodied in their truth, they're also embodied in their power and capacity to heal and regulate themselves. So let's just imagine that for a moment. How would the world look like if we are all embodied in our potential? And I truly believe that this is where we're going. I truly believe that this is why we are all here, to remember to drop back into self, into the individual expression of God-like energy. So if we do believe that this is where we're going, or this is where we're at, that we can really harness the potential of our individual being to heal, co-regulate ourselves and others. If we do believe that this is a truth, imagine the world we would live in. A peaceful, loving, respectful, kind, empowering, inspiring world. And so my mission here, I feel, is to empower each of us, and all of us, empower all of us to remember our truth, to remember our power. This is available to all of us. Quantum healing is available to all of us. It's inside of us. We are encoded to know how to co-regulate and co-heal ourselves. We really do it instinctively, and then perhaps along the way we lost it because we were not taught. We were not supported in this endeavor of discovering self. So if you're watching today, I feel very, very grateful that you're here. I feel very grateful that you're here because I know how powerful you are. And that you chose today, on a Saturday night, to be sitting with yourself, to heal yourself and others, and to really learn the tools and techniques to drop into this infinite potential and capacity of your being. So thank you. especially nowadays in this world where spiritual practices have become a beautiful, glamorous outcome. And perhaps we've lost sometimes along the way how to make it approachable and available to all. And I feel like this is what we're doing here. It should be available to everyone to know how to heal themselves. Like, it shouldn't be to those who have the resources. It should be available to everyone. It should be taught at school. It should be taught in our families. And if this is not done early enough, then perhaps people like me or like you are here to share around the world to our families and communities how to heal, how to know how to control the mind. Let's imagine for a moment that the mind carries the potential of creation, and that the mind, the neural pathways of the mind, are light connections. And like light connections are what creates this reality. And so when we are in the mind space, we have the capacity to transmute, transform, change, heal, recreate the pathways and the light connections that we desire to make it more easeful. And so this is what quantum healing is, and quantum meditation especially is using the power of the mind to access a greater reality. So if you're joining tonight, find a comfortable space. Find a space where you are feeling safe, undisrupted. Maybe you're in your room and you dim the lights, or you're in your living room with a few other friends. Find a space for yourself. I like to see this as we're creating an altar in order to enter a doorway of healing and creation. And so we want to create the altar of our external space, of our environment, of our ambience. And so finding the space where you're at, maybe you want to add some incense, some crystals, you want to grab a few things, some roses, some tinctures, whatever it is. I have my little crystal here. Right. Grab whatever it is that you feel safe with and create your space. So let's just take a few minutes here for everyone to really drop in, find their spaces. I like to see life as a ceremony. And like when we enter a ceremony, we are prepared. We are embellished. We are ready to welcome. We're receptive. And like a ceremony, we really prepare the beautiful space. We have altars and roses and totems and things that really make it special for that occasion. And so if we see life as a ceremony, we are ultimately creating an altar space wherever we are, in whatever we do. And so if we hold this as a truth, then everything around us is to be praised as a ceremony, to be praised as an altar, to be praised as beautiful, as wisdom, as teacher. And when we are entering this state of reverence, of coming back as a student, we get to welcome new wisdom. We open the space to welcome you. When we come into a space of ceremony, we've accepted already that we're willing to receive something. We've already opened the opportunity to bring forward newness. If the space is cluttered, if the space is already full, and it's not open to receive, it doesn't come through. So if you found your space, settle nicely. I recommend having your hips higher than your knees, so it can really help the blood flow nicely downwards and avoid creating some numbing sensations of the legs. So if you have a little pillow, maybe double up the pillow and put it under your buttocks and really have your hips lifted. If you're having a hard time staying straight, maybe you're laying against a wall. If you're having a hard time sitting, you can just lay down, right? Whatever it is that you feel comfortable in. This needs to be a space where you're comfortable. This needs to be a space where you feel at ease, because if you are feeling at ease, you can really relax that human form and enter the cosmic and enter that intellect space. Finding your space. And once you're seated, laying, or whatever it is that you are, close your eyes. And for a moment here, let us just tune into the breath. So inhaling through the nose, through deep, deep inhale. And letting go through the mouth. A few rounds of this. Or maybe now closing the mouth and inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Or maybe you add a slight pause at the top of your inhale, holding the breath very slightly, exhaling, and holding the breath out, inhaling, pause, exhaling. Pause. Keep on breathing this way with this 4-part breath pattern. So this breath helps you to really start to sharpen your focus ability. It sharpens your mind. See, the mind is a muscle. It needs to be trained. It needs to muscle up, to be strong, to retain attention. So this is where your work is. It starts just there, right? Feeling the breath through your body and knowing that your entire awareness is in the head space, noticing and focusing on the breath. And now letting that breath go. Maybe a thought is starting to pass through. You just focus back on the breath. Notice how the breath feels in your body. Notice how your body just naturally relaxes into the space of presence, into a space of openness. And as a single pointed meditation here, right, we're focusing on just the breath. All the rest just vanishes. The thoughts are going away. They're not getting attention, so they're going away. And we just keep on breathing. In order to access the quantum qualities and tools and techniques of our being, we need to have a strong, sharp mind. Because it will demand a lot of mental energy to access these spaces of alertness and awareness. And so if you're joining here for the first time and you've never done quantum healing, just take it easy, right? We're just learning how to access the muscle of our brain, and maybe tomorrow we'll get a bit sore. Maybe you'll get sore while you're meditating, because we're just really pumping on the energy of the brain. And as you keep on breathing, I invite you to find the awareness of your body shape. And so bringing the awareness inwards, right? You're inside the living body. And you're noticing the shape of your vessel, of your temple. And to notice the shape of our body, we compare it. We find the contrast of the outside world and the physical body. We see the in-between here, the limitation of the skin and bones. We find the contrast between space and matter. So for a moment here, let us just focus on the shape, the matter shape, the density of the physical body. And you might notice that in your mind's eye, your eyes inwardly are looking through or scanning through your body. Just creating a scan of the shape of your body. And as you do that, you're zooming in and focusing out. You're zooming in and focusing out. And so you can feel the entire space of the body temple. And you're living inside your body temple for a moment. Just let yourself just sit in the middle of this gigantic body, this dense and mass body. When I started meditating, this was such a relief for me to find this space of feeling myself entirely. And I allowed this to be a safety net for myself. As I started to witness the world as it was and not how I thought it was, right? Finding myself inside my body helped me to feel safe. First of all, feeling safe inside. And I really allowed this to create a safety zone, a place of retreat, a place of comfort, of ease, of being. And slowly noticing how happy I was to drop inside my body and being like, I'm alone in here. No one else is here. I can truly be with myself. I can drop the armor down. I can drop my worries down. I can really just be in my beautiful container. And this is the sensation I want you to feel right now. I want you to feel happy, joyous, excited, at ease in being inside of yourself and feeling how safe yourself and your space is. No one is here to bother you. Maybe some of the thoughts might be coming along the way and they're like knocking at your door and like, not now. I'm feeling so good being inside myself right now. So maybe you start to raise the corners of your lips and finding a really deep smile of true happiness, of true ease. And maybe in your mind's eye, you start to see, in your third eye, you start to see the shape of your body as a Buddha-like figure. It's like you're seeing yourself from above, and your body is illuminated. It has this beautiful light shape. And as at the beginning of a quantum healing meditation or session, or allowing ourselves to be in that healing space, we want to notice where we're at. And in order to access the higher vibrations, we want to clear the space. So we did this last time, and we most likely will do this for a few rounds to learn how to cleanse and clear our inner space. So we did this last time. Let's do this again. So we're going to do a scan, a body scan, right? So really like you're scanning a piece of paper or an image, you're moving your awareness from the top of your crown all the way through your face, nose, mouth, head, neck, shoulders, and going through your entire body and scanning the body, noticing how the body feels as you're scanning it. And maybe on the left top corner of your inner vision, there's this beautiful image that starts to be created as you're scanning yourself. And so you see your body there. And as we did this last time, in that image, we'll have a gradient color scape coming through from red to green, red, orange, yellow, green, and maybe some white. The red places are the places of tension. Orange, a bit medium tension. Yellow, more ease. Green, pure relaxation. And so as you're scanning your body, you're creating a mental note here on the top left corner of your inner vision. And you're creating the photocopy, the scanning of your body, and having these color scheme really being created. And you start to see where the red is appearing, where the green is appearing, where's the orange and the yellow. And maybe there's some spots where it's just white. It's empty. So let's take a moment here to scan through the body. So the beautiful part of being in a meditative state, we drop our brainwave frequency to a theta brainwave frequency. That theta brainwave frequency is a space that we are only when we're about to wake up or about to fall asleep. It's a very short state. When we're in meditation, we are in that state. That state is accessing a highly creative imagination. We're tuned into the subconscious area of our mind, of our brain. And we allow ourselves to really highly be creative. And so this quantum meditation here is using our imagination, our creative aspect, to visualize, to see what I'm talking about. And don't worry if you're not seeing it clearly. It might take time until you start to really trust your inner vision, until your mind muscle is strong enough to create these images that are lasting, that you can see for a while. So just now, keep on scanning through your body, creating an image on the left top corner of your inner vision. All right, maybe the scan is slowly coming to completion. So if it is, I invite you to bring that image to the forefront of your sight, the front of your inner vision. And look, observe your body scan for a moment. See where you're at. See the places of deep tension, red, the tensions that are a bit more medium, the light tensions and the complete relaxation parts of your body. Maybe you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised that there are some places you had no idea that there was tension. And the key here is to trust, to trust yourself and your instinct, to trust your inner vision, that you know and you see exactly what is going on. So as you've really looked deep into the scan and you see these areas of tension and tightness where it needs your attention and your care, you can place that image back, the scan back on the left top corner of your inner vision, and then going back through your body. And now we're going to go into these places of deep tension and bring some loving attention, some soft touching with our inner vision, our inner feeling. We're moving through the body in these places of tension, and then we're bringing soft awareness, soft touch to these places. If you feel like you need to touch your body, you can totally do that, right? If you feel like your body is starting to want to move in different areas, to release these tension and move these tensions, you can. Or you can just simply do it with your mind's eye. And so I want you to move through these areas of tension as you're slightly massaging, pulling apart the places of tension, removing the tension, placing a soft touch and loving kindness in these places of tension. And so go through your body now, bringing attention and nurturing soft touching to these places. And once again, you'll notice that your mind's eye is moving with the places. You will instinctively go with your inner sight into the places of your body. You will see inwards and move your eye, your inner eye, into these places of tension. This is how you bring your awareness. Maybe your breath becomes a bit fuller. Perhaps you've noticed as you're moving through the places of tension of your body and releasing the tension, you're noticing that as you're doing this, simultaneously on the top left corner of your inner vision where the scan was, the change of colors are appearing. ultimately, this scan is moving with your inner healing. And the areas of redness move to orange, yellow, or green. And you can start to see how you are moving these energies, moving these tightness throughout your body into releasing. It can feel like a pull or a push. It can feel like a grab. It can feel like a loving touch. If you need to spend some extra time in one place of your body, please do so. There's no rush here. Really be with yourself. And perhaps now you've moved from the red spots to the orange spots. It feels less dense, less hard to remove. It's more flexible. It's more movable. Keep on going through your body, releasing these places of tension and density. With your intuition, with the instinctual movements that help you to relate to the real life, right? We're bringing real life movements into our inner state to help the mind relate to the work that we're doing. We're trying to make it easy and simple for the mind to comprehend what is going on emotionally and energetically. And notice how you feel through it all. Notice if you feel these changes and transformation physically in your body. If you're feeling these movements passing through the body and being released. Slowly settling down these movements and bringing back the first scan into the forefront of your vision. Looking at your scan once again, you're observing where it's at, and notice the changes already in your scan. It looks so much more relaxed. Less red spots, more perhaps yellow, orange and green. Maybe more openness, maybe more whites as well, empty spaces. So just by looking and observing, we're starting to really witness what we're doing. This helps us to see the capacity of our healing. Made so simple and available and approachable in a day-to-day life. To really heal and release just the simplest tensions, right? So I'm putting back that image back on the left top part of your vision. And let's bring our awareness this time to our head space. Bringing your inner vision to the head space, your brain. And I want you to feel how it feels to be up there. And let's say that there's 4 layers and even more layers to accessing different parts of your being in the head space, right? You have the gross body, physical body. You have your emotional body, your mental body, your karmic body, your cosmic body. All these different layers, like an onion that is being peeled. And as you start to do quantum healing, you're going to start to feel different layers. Feel the depth of your being. So starting with the first layer, again, we're still in the physical, the gross body here. Also bringing our awareness to the head space and noticing how it feels. And very often when we start to do some clearing work, there's discomfort that arises. I like to see it as a beautiful funnel that is our body, right? And is just filled with muck that we accumulate day to day without noticing, without knowing, right? It's just normal. We're sponges, we're receiving, we're receptors. We're taking everything that and feeding out of everything around us. And so when we don't clear ourselves, often it just accumulates and it starts to create some mucky feeling and energies inside the body. So notice how the head feels here and see if you feel any muck, any discomfort in your head space. And it can be very often in the third eye area here, behind the ears, on the top of the head, and on the bottom of your head. The main areas where you're receiving mostly energy. And so going through with your mind's eye once again in your head space and decluttering. This time we're really decluttering. We're taking the calker out. We're taking the muck out. Taking these layers, these unnecessary layers that are blocking our inner visions, that are blocking our third eye, that is blocking our mental clarity. Now you start to really notice how it feels to feel ourselves. And different energies and different blockages will feel differently. So visualizing your head space here and decluttering the space, right? Removing the muck. Peeling away layers of muck, of stagnancy, of calcification. You can use your hands moving through your head. And notice how good it feels to dig in it. Right? It's very satisfying to dig into something that is just densely captivated inside our body. It's satisfying to go inside and remove it. It feels like we're cleaning our floors, we're cleaning the walls of our house, we're making our bed, right? We're taking all the unnecessary stuff laying around and decluttering. It feels really good to clear ourselves. And maybe you notice how much clutter was being accumulated here. So taking a few minutes here to declutter your headspace. And we're really moving through the first layer, right? The gross physical body. You can see it. You can feel the different layers that are laying behind one another. And we're starting at the first layer, peeling the first layer of the onion. I really like to use sound effects when I do some healing. It's just very natural for me to release through sound. So if you feel like you want to release through sound, you can. It can be some deep sigh. Sticking your tongue out, letting these emotions and energies out. But not overwhelming yourself, right? Just do what feels right. Do what you're intuitively doing. Keep on clearing the space. Go deeper. Maybe you've moved from the first layer into the emotional layer of your body, emotion body. Or maybe as you're clearing these tightness, your emotional body, memory starts to come, visions start to come. You start to see what you're removing. It comes through a sensation of feeling. And once again, you are moving your mind's eye in these places. You're using this telescope, that's your inner eye, to look through and go deeper into yourself. And with the movements of your eyes, you're cleansing, you're clearing, you're removing these mucky spaces. So you can do it with the hands and you can do it with your eyes, with your inner eye, inner vision, inner telescope. Very often when we start to declutter the third eye, we feel it around the sinuses, between the eyebrows, between the eyes, around the nose, sides of the nose, into the cheeks, the bone structure around the eyes. We feel it behind the eyes. We start to really dig deeper and deeper, and we start to see and notice that there's more and more to what we're releasing. maybe as you're decluttering, you're starting to feel differently. As if you've unlocked different parts of your awareness and mind state. As you decluttered, cleansed, ripped apart, removed, you start to notice that there are some areas like doorways, places of your mind awareness that have not been looked at and felt into in a while. And as you're decluttering your mental space, you're starting to feel the capacity and potential of your mind. If you're done decluttering, I want you to remain in this clear space mindset right now. Your clear mind, your clear third eye for a moment. Just remain present with your clarity. Do you notice that your crown and third eye opened up? Do you notice the tunnels that you can enter through these places? They're doorways to infinite. Be there for a moment as you start to remember the infinite potential of your being. As you decluttered your third eye and inner vision, you can call in for clarity. You can call in for answers. So as you are in this clear space, allowing your clairvoyance, the clarity of your vision, to come forward and show you what it is that you need to see. This is very helpful to see messages that we've been longing to hear, or memories that needs to be shown to release. We're simply calling in the next phases or confirmations of our life path. So we're going to be in the next few minutes with this clarity, this clairvoyance, and allowing our clairvoyance, psychic ability, to open up and to receive the downloads through the channel of the crown and third eye. As we receive any visions, image, answers. So how we do that, you can really remain focused both on your third eye and your crown at the same time, simultaneously focusing on these two spots, top of your head, between your eyebrows. There are two spaces that you lock your awareness to. You start to feel that they created a connection, a pathway, where they're feeding one another. Once that connection is strong and you feel your crown to really be open, I want you to bring your awareness to your third eye and look deep in between your two eyebrows. You'll feel a slight change when you're entering the tunnel of your third eye. It goes deeper into the vision. You'll feel a click when you're entering your third eye space. So once you feel this click, go deeper. Focus inside this tunnel and look further ahead into the tunnel of your third eye, where you can access image, answers, messages, downloads, codes. Let them come to you. All you have to do is remain aware and alert. Perhaps it starts just by witnessing colors coming through and changing one color to the other. Right now I'm seeing purples, orange, green, yellow, blue. And I just observe these colors changing shapes and gradually moving from one color to the other. It can be as simple as that. In order to build up your clairvoyance, you want to start strengthening the quality of it. Maybe as these colors are changing shapes and form, some other images are coming through. Maybe you start to see an eye. I really love to see my third eye when I'm in that space, I'm just connecting to my inner eye. It feels very soothing. And as you're looking deeper into these colors or shapes, memories or images starts to take shape. And you'll notice your focus spend. You'll maybe go on and off from being focused on your third eye to going out and thinking and going back in your third eye. And really what matters here is to always bring you back to this tunnel space. Always bring you back to the focus. This deroutes, it detours your awareness back to focus continuously. And as you keep on doing this, you start to really sharpen and control your mind and choose when to see, when to think, and when not to. So play with it. Play with what you're seeing. Play with your awareness. Play with your focus. very captivating to remain in this space of witnessing. It's like watching a screen of beautiful colors and shapes and images moving through in front of my eyes. And I get to watch it and witness it and observe it. As you remain here, and your focus is sharpening, you drop into a deeper state of presence. You become presence and awareness. From this place of deep awareness, I invite you to bring your attention to the room you're in, moving from your third eye into the tunnel and then out, and the awareness becomes the room space. And in your mind's eye, you're starting to feel the space you're in. And perhaps it's quite clear to you. You can see with your eyes closed the room you're in. And so here, play with this right now. Allow yourself to see from your inner eye the room you're in, and try to see and look at the details of the room with your mind's eye. And you might be surprised that you see the room quite clearly with your eyes closed. as you do this, you might start to realize the capacity of your awareness. That beyond looking through your physical eyes, you can see and be in a room or in a space and knowing exactly how it looks like, as if it was virtual reality. Your sensors are so alert that you can see where you're at. So you've noticed the process here we've done, right? We started by scanning our body, using our mind's eye to see where the body is at, and going into the head space and clearing and cleansing the space so we can allow ourselves to remain in a clear channel of our third eye. From that place, we focus for quite some time in our third eye to really strengthen our psychic clairvoyance ability, to strengthen our focus and alertness. And from the strength of that awareness, our third eye is super activated and strong. Then we can enter a space. Then we can use the clarity of the third eye to look, witness, and observe outside spaces. So hold that thought for a moment. See the gradual process we went through and what you're capable of doing. And this can go further and further and further. This can go deeper and deeper and deeper. So slowly bringing our awareness back to our head. It feels as if you're re-entering your body, through the head space. Welcome back. Stay here in your head for a moment, feeling the corners of your head. And slowly bringing the awareness to your body, descending from the head space to the face, the neck, the shoulders, and going through another scan of the body. Just that helps us to drop back and fit back our awareness into the body. Now feeling the body again as its own temple vessel and residing inside your body, feeling the walls of the physical matter in contrast to the outside world once again. So we're really dropping into the density of the body here. It really helps us to ground back down. I want you to feel the corners of your body, your shoulders, head, neck, hips, knees. Find the limitations of the body. And as to close this incredible opening we just did in our body, we want to seal it. We want to seal what we just opened. I like to see it as if we're putting a beautiful cloth over it. And so as you're going through your body, feel as if you're putting this beautiful sealant cloth over what just was open, to close it, to contain it, to reassure it, to soften it. So it feels as if we're closing that space again and sealing it. We're sealing it. We're keeping it as is. And this helps us to go back to it again and having it exactly how it was when we opened it. Right? We want to make sure that we're really going through the head space, the whole body, and passing this cloth, this sealant around the body. Let's take a deep breath in. Out the mouth. Two more. Inhale through the nose. Out the mouth. Last one. Inhale through the nose. And out the mouth. Bring the palms on the chest, reconnecting to the physical body for a moment. And bringing our palms together, prayer position in front of the chest as we bow our head in reverence. We bow our head in reverence to this practice, to ourselves, to the ability to connect with ourselves in this way. We bow in reverence to the infinite potential of human existence. Bowing in reverence to the infinite potential of the mind, awareness, consciousness, and what is available for us to grow and embody. You can rub your palms together, create some heat. This helps us to rebalance both hemispheres of the brain to bring us back into center. And run hands on your eyes. And whenever you're ready, slowly blinking your eyes open, removing your hands. Maybe stare at a place close to you, an object, and just remain there for a moment to help you readjust to this plane, to this reality. And looking around you. Feeling very grateful for you joining in today and sitting with yourself and choosing to learn about what's capable of your healing potential. I really hope that you can harness these tools for yourself on a daily basis. Whenever you feel cluttered, uncertain, busy-minded, unclear, doubtful, lost, right? Take that moment to drop in yourself. First off, scanning your body, knowing where you're at. And that's the first step in anything. We just want to know where we're at. And then if it is the head you want to go through, go through the same process we just went through, going through your head. Clearing, cleansing, removing whatever is tinting and making you feel uncomfortable. And then practice the ability to really connect to your inner vision, to sharpen your awareness, to sharpen your third eye, to sharpen your clairvoyance ability, your psychic ability of seeing, of receiving images, to know and to answer questions. You're probably going to feel very buzzy, very alert and aware. I invite you after this, take some time to ground, to take some deep breath, maybe lay on the floor, take a crystal and hold it in your heart. Really sit with this, what you just went through. We've moved a lot, we released a lot, we've opened and activated a lot, right? And so tonight you might have a lot of powerful dreams and things will keep on coming up because your channel is open now, your channel is clear, so you can really access that place to call in, to see, to find clarity, to receive. And a beautiful way to reconnect to yourself is after you spend some time, coming back to yourself, look at yourself in the mirror and look in your eyes. You'll notice the difference. Your eyes are brighter, clearer, more open, shinier, because you're really open and clear. And so when we are in that space and when we connect with others, our eyes are so connected to godlike energy, to profound awareness. So I invite you to do that and witness that for yourself. It was a pleasure to be here with you all, to share this practice with you that I'm so passionate about, that I've been doing for many, many, many years, since I was a child. And doing this every month, we can just take a space to drop in with ourselves and learn some techniques available to all. So we can start to really, really anchor these practices and do it when we need to. Loving you all so much. Wishing you a beautiful evening. And I'll see you next month.